I'm Phyllis from the Doll Corner, and welcome to my channel. Subscribe so you'll get a notice the next video that comes out. And today I want to show you how I make these bodies for these little kits. You can buy them at Walmart or Michael's and places like that most times. And they don't give you any instructions on what you should do with them. So I want to show you. You just get the head and the two hands. And this one's a smaller one, as you can see. So I make their body. What I do is I measure from here to here and make a quarter of a circle. From here to here is my measurement. I cut this end off, and this is my pattern. And I make a circle. The circumference from this to here, less half an inch, because that's your seam, and that's what you make the circumference of the circle for, with size of it. And what I do is here we are. I take and sew it up here and here, leaving a hole in the center here, or an opening there. And then I take the circle and I mark it in quarters, as well as I have this marked in quarters, and I pin it on each quarter. Now, if you're really having trouble, sometimes if you put a stay stitch around, that'll help. But I didn't seem to have any much problem with this. I just do it in the quarter and just stitch around here, all the way around. And then I turn it right side out, and I have something that looks like this. And if you did get a little tuck in here, I wouldn't worry about it, because it's going to be on the bottom and nobody's going to see that unless they're really checking it out. And I put 2 pieces of cardboard I've got from the cereal box, and that goes in it. I put the printed side together so it doesn't show through on the bottom. Not that it would make any difference, but. And then where's my pattern? I don't have a funnel handy, but this will work. I put a bunch of these little pebbles. Plastic. There's a name for them, I can't think of. And I fill it up to about 2 inches. 1.5 to 2, somewhere in there. And then I cut 2 or 3 pieces of batting, and I put that in on top. And that holds the beads in the bottom. Then I finish stuffing it with, and you see it wants to stand straight up. So then I hand stitch this up, and now I have to make the arms. Where are we? There we are. Now trying to get the right length of arm is a wee bit tricky. I haven't just figured out a formula for doing that. So I tried to do it this way and think, well, okay, that's about where I want my hand to be. But I make this as long, as maybe a little longer, just so that I don't have to do it over again if I make them too short. Then I This is slipped off. I'm going to have to glue this because the little groove here is not deep enough to catch the thread and from not slipping off. But anyway, so I sew this, I make this little piece, and I make a channel casing, sorry, a casing, and I put some, well, I use dental floss. It's good, solid. If you have some other kind of a string that you'd like to use, that's fine too. And then I sew this, leave my dental floss hanging out here. It's best to put it through now before you sew. Then sew it in and leave about an inch opening in there. You see, this is what I have. I've got this opened, and I slip my hand in like this, and I'm going to put a little glue on these because they're not holding tight enough, and make sure my thumbs are going in the same direction, my hand. And I like to put this side of the hand on that sew line. See, like that. And then I stuff this, the arms. And this will likely fall off, but yeah, it did. I take it, I go like this. And if it's a little long, if I feel they're a little long, I just take a little pleat in here and I sew that on like that. Just like that. Now that's not even, but I got these ones even. And then, as I said, I don't have any more of these little, but I'll show you. It's the same style as this, only this is for a Santa. And I put some glue in here and along the edges here and just put it on top like that. And that's how they're put together. But I wanted to get this done up, and I didn't know when I was going to get out of town to get these little kits, so I thought Santa might do. So then I got this glued on here. I've got her hands, and this one's the same way. Now I'll put her dress on. And I sewed around, I top stitched around each layer here. I hope you can see that, with a metallic thread. And I used to have all kinds of trouble sewing metallic thread. It would break on me. So then I almost quit sewing with it. Well, then I found out that if I sewed really, really slow, it wouldn't break. So that's how I've been sewing my metallic now, and it's working really well. And the metallic thread that I had here was not a very good quality, but it only broke once on me while I started to speed it up. Now, her wings. See how I've got her wings? And there's little rhinestones. I got those wings from the dollar store. They were a butterfly. And I pulled this apart. You have to very gently work away slowly with it, and you can get those wings apart. And then I take a little bit of glue that will dry clear. and I put that on like that. And then when that is dry, then I wrap this around like this. That's dry. And then I put it on. I tried putting it on this one. I thought, oh, it'd be easy to just put a hook and eye on there. Well, I did, but the back of it wanted to stick out like this, so then I just sewed it with a few stitches there. And my ribbon sash, where did that go? Oh, here it is. Then I tie a ribbon around her waist. Now this, you could make a little angel like this for the top of the tree, or you could make a bunch of them up as like little choir, dress them in choir gowns, but they're quite cute. Of course, you wouldn't need to put the wings on if you were making a choir gown. But that's how it's done. It doesn't take very long to do them. So be sure and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment. If you have any questions, be sure and email me or leave a comment, and I'll try to get back to you. And thanks for watching. Bye now.